Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson, and I'm back again today with another 9 trades. Today's date is November the 30th, and I'm using my new Trigger Zones trading system. That in combination of my daily trade plan. Today I've taken the trades from my daily trade plans and produced quite a few pips and ticks. Haven't gone through the trades yet, but I know for sure it's well over 400 pips for today. Can take a look at my daily trade plan. Here it is here for November the 30th. All my trades, and there was lots of them today: bullish trades, preferred trades, bearish trades. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday was I still traded, I traded a slightly different way yesterday, just down on the 15 minutes and catching the cycles. But I'm much more comfortable trading when I've got the higher time frames in my favor. So I didn't take all the trades, but 5 to 10 trades a day, and I'm very happy with that. As long as I get my 100 or more pips a day, I'm very happy. And on the first 2 trades, they were both buy trades: the Euro CAD, bullish trade; Pound CAD, watch for bullish trade. Most of them, pretty much all of them, worked out great. If you want more information, or if you're interested in getting this, I do charge $100 a month. And if you're interested, all you got to do is get in contact with me. So we can move on to the trades now. Here we go. Pound CAD, first trade. Remember, before I pull the trigger, I make that daily trade plan. If you are not doing that, well, that's one of the reasons why you are not succeeding at trading. Every successful trader has a trading plan. They plan their trade like I do between 6 and 7 in the morning, and then I trade the plan. So anyhow, on this one, here's the arrow. I drilled down the lights. I knew I wanted to be buying, so that's exactly what I did. Let's see where I got in at. Now I wouldn't go immediately, and it could have just as easy gone all the way up to there. But, you know, that's the way the market is, being very random. Did this bit of a pullback, not a big deal. I knew it, just had to exercise some patience. Did go against me around 36 pips. Didn't worry about it. I closed it out. Looks like with about 15 pips, and those 15 pips on the Pound CAD paid $1,174. Moving on to the Euro CAD, another one I bought. There's the arrow, and let's see where I got in at. Now this one did not go against me. Well, very little. Let's see. 8 pips. Wouldn't break the top, and that's just the way trading goes. Ended up with about 18 pips, and those 18 pips on the Euro CAD trade paid $1,488. Okay, let's move on to the Pound Yen. Here we go. This one I wanted to sell, as the higher time frames was telling me that. Plus it was a pretty good looking trade for a great way to trade. Let's see where I got in at. After it hooked around, started to go down, that's where I got in. At this cursor, and I closed it out, just being happy with 17 pips. And those 17 pips on the Pound Yen paid $1,506. Moving on to the next trade, Pound Swiss. This one I wanted to sell it, qualified for a great way to trade. There's the arrow. Remember everything, all the tips and tricks that I teach, they're all within the training videos. So whoever gets the trigger zones, highly recommend getting the daily trade plan. At least you can be up and running and making money, at least minimum in a demo account, as quickly as possible. Sold it here, decided as the market is very random just to do this little bit of a cycle up. Not a big deal. Went against me 12 pips and I closed it out, looks like with 16 pips. And those 16 pips on the pound Swiss paid $1,744. Moving on to the euro dollar trade. Let's take a look at it. Another good looking trade. Higher time frames was saying to buy. Let's see where I got in at. Pulled the trigger here knowing that it potentially could come back to the goal line, but that didn't bother me. Did go against me 18 pips, and I closed it out with 18 pips, just being happy. And remember, euro dollar, because of the dollar is in it, the USD, that pays $10 a pip, and 18 pips paid out $1,800. And now we can get into the futures and the indices. These are the ones that pay the most, as you can clearly see down at the bottom here. Now this 30-year bonds pays $5 a pip. Let's see where I got in at. Higher time frames was saying to buy. Drag and drop this up. When it started to go up, I got in and closed out the trade, just being happy with 37 pips times $5 approximately. Could be off just a hair, but those 37 pips ended up paying $1,850. Okay, moving on to gold. Let's run a check on that. Here we go with gold. I wanted to be buying it as the higher time frames was telling me so. And let's see where I got in at on this trade. After I saw price action started moving up, exactly the way I teach within the training videos. Could have waited for a bit of a pullback here, but I knew it was going to go. Pulled the trigger at this cursor and I closed it out, just being happy. Looks like with about 50 pips. And those 50 pips on gold, and gold pays $10 a pip, so that would be correct. 50 pips times 10 lots is equal to $5,070. Now let's run a check on crude oil. Here we go. Wanted to be selling it. There's the arrow. Higher time frames is saying to short it. So let's see what's happening here, where I got in at. After it did a pullback, started to go down, that's where I got in. Close out the trade, just being happy with 52 pips, and each pip on oil is $10 a pip, so 52 pips paid out $5,200. Remember to paper trade the trigger zone system along with the daily trade plan in a demo account until you get very good at it, and then you can move over to a live account. Now the DAX here, the next trade, remember that pays $37.50 a pip. So let's see where I got in at on the DAX 30. Here we go. And now on the DAX 30, it took me a while before I could make a decision whether it's going up or down. But when I finally made a decision, I pulled the trigger. Let's see where I got in at. Exactly the way I teach. Exactly. Like I said, the way I teach within the training videos. Pull the trigger at this point. I'm going to go down to the 5 minutes because it's very important. Okay, on the 5 minutes, this is where I pull the trigger, right at this cursor. And this was the move up. That looks like 474 pips. Remember, each pip is $37.50 a pip. So could be 480. Let's see, let's go with 480. And 480 pips on the DAX 30 paid out $18,000. Love trading the DAX 30 as it pays out a lot. And I love trading with my trigger zones. Lately I've been calling it my Holy Grail trading system. Along with this, as it has this magic indicator right here, it really pinpoints the cycles, the up and down cycles, and on a smaller time frame. By the way, you traders who love to scalp, if you drop this down to the 5 minutes, you can trade the up and down cycles, and you can get a lot of trades every day with a very high success rate. It's a great trading system. Now, I know there's no such thing as a magic indicator and a Holy Grail trading system, but ever since I've been using this magic indicator along with, well, no matter what system I put it on, it just pumps out the pips. Like, what would you call a system that day in and day out is giving you hundreds and hundreds of pips every day? I just did the calculations for a grand total of pips and ticks. And on this day, I ended up with 703 pips. And those 703 pips paid $37,833. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis, like my trigger zone system, then I suggest you get your hands on it. To do so, if you want some more information, just look right below this video and you'll see my trigger zone system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. My system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you will get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 6 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is all just bonus training and education that should help you to find success at trading. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 50 training videos. My number one way, and pretty much all my trades today were a great way to trade. It's a very high success rate. For me, it's like 95%. Everything falls into the category of, once you take the trade, just trade management, money management. And that's how you can end up with a very high success rate. Now we're running short of time, so just put this video on pause. You can read all the different ways that I teach on how to trade the markets. The more ways you learn, the better you will become as a trader. And if you have any questions, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, well, just send me an email. Remember, there's a underscore right here. Now, I really do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link and we'll have Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, show you whichever trigger system you want to see, give you some tips and tricks, and keep in mind that there's no obligation to you. And of course, if you click on this link, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So it's time to wrap up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next video and trading day, good luck trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.